everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Veach Season. If you thought that we were canceled, you were correct. We were canceled.
Okay.
No, we were not canceled. We took a 2-week hiatus after the draft to kind of get to spend some time with our families and be humans. And literally, my kids were calling me that guy who talks in the microphone in the back of the house. They didn't even they had completely forgotten who I was, didn't know me as dad. And then Emily was like, my wife Emily was like, that's your dad and that's my husband. And they just were refusing to call me dad. They were just
no.
They were like, Mom, can you have your husband give me something to drink? Mom, can you take us to school today instead of your husband? And I was like, I should probably take a couple weeks off and try to bond with my kids.
So did you reconnect between those 2 weeks?
Yeah, of course. I forced them to reconnect with me. I sat them down in a chair in the living room and I said, listen here, I'm your dad and you will love me. You will love me. God damn it. and then I proceeded to turn on the television and we watched nothing but Chiefs highlights for 2 weeks straight. And now they're completely indoctrinated into Chiefs Kingdom and they love me almost as much as they love
Bravo
Chelsea and Patrick Mahomes.
Good job.
So,
Dad of the Year award. You guys in 2 weeks.
It's the small things. It's the small things. And then also, Brett Veach said that he didn't want us to cover to do these last 2 weeks podcast. He said that he was going to step up to the plate and actually record the podcast and said, no, I don't need you guys to pinch it. I got this. Next thing we know, the MFers in Ibiza.
Yeah.
Sitting there walking around the deck of a yacht in a banana hammock thong,
Looking good, Brett.
Ass cheeks out, sausage in a sling, just getting that copper tan, chomping away on that gum, with a couple biddies in bikinis.
I think Brett was kind of hoping we didn't do another one of these.
I know. I think he was just kind of hoping that he could just say he was going to start doing it and just slowly shut the thing down. But then we were like, oh, we're back after 2 weeks. We're back and ready to go, boss. And he was like, effing kill me.
No, these guys again.
These guys are like bed bugs. You can't get rid of them. They just get into everywhere. And once they're in your house, there's no getting rid of them. And so, but yeah, so
but right checks out.
This has been the longest that I've gone without talking to you, literally since me and you started doing Veach Season.
That's very true. Actually, we've never gone almost 2.5 weeks without talking to each other.
No, there was a Kramer shaped hole in my life.
Am I filling it right now?
That you are filling me. I am filled to the brim. You are stretching that hole to its brink. Kramer Sansone.
Yikes! First time I heard that one.
Yeah, I am completely assuming the position and just letting you cram that Kramer Sansone hole full of you, buddy, of everything you have to offer.
How's it going, buddy?
Yeah, oh, good. My son went to go spend the afternoon with his grandpa, my wife's dad, the other day, and he came home. And he goes, and we were talking about a way to a thing that is good to wash your face with, right?
It's like mud.
Yeah, like mud or soap and that sort of stuff to clean your face when you've been outside. And he goes, he said, Grandpa said that Grandma washes her face with
oh no with
baby juice. I said, excuse me, you mean baby lotion or baby soap? He goes, no, Grandma washes her face with baby juice. I was like baby batter. Is Grandpa talking to my 4-year-old about giving Grandma a facial? Because I don't have too many. I'm not too strict of a parent, and I know that grandparents are going to say some crazy shit to
as they
kid
should
when they're babysitting them and pump them full of sugar and just send them back to you. But giving Grandma a facial seems a little over the line.
I mean, how old's the guy? Because bravo.
Yeah, in his 60s. And
yeah,
so,
bravo.
Yeah, so Grandpa's still, getting it apparently.
Good for him. Good for him.
And so I haven't addressed the situation with him yet.
Should you? Are you supposed to in the situation?
God, I don't know. I asked.
You should. Oh no, this is what you do. This is what you do. Next time you see him, you just like do like a nonchalant elbow, tap his elbow with your elbow, and be like, "Baby juice, huh?"
Yeah, baby juice. That's really tightens the pores. I hear. Yeah, really. That's how you get that. That's how. Oh, so that's how Grandma gets that glow. That morning glow to her complexion.
She's got that golden age skin still.
Oh God, damn! Like Kramer. Like what am I supposed to say to my son in that situation? I just completely changed the subject.
You should have probably just been like, "That's pretty cool," and just kept going and don't like acknowledge it even more, because in his mind he's gonna start thinking like, "Baby."
Oh yeah, baby. I didn't. I said, "Oh look, a squirrel. You want to go chase that squirrel? Let's go see if we can catch a squirrel."
Did he go chase the squirrel?
Yeah, we both did, and we didn't catch it because it's a squirrel. You're not going to catch.
I caught a bird today. Not today, but on Monday, caught a bird that was in our building at work.
Really?
Yeah. So there was not with my hands, no, but there was 2 birds that apparently got in over the weekend, and one died unfortunately, but the other one was still flying around in there.
Is that the one you caught?
No, well, not the dead one, no. But I got like the like how catering like 10 trays, like they're sturdy. Got 2 of those long ones, trapped it while I was trying to go fly out the window, which I mean it's an idiot. The window's shut, can't get out the window. I trapped that thing out there and just walked it on the way out, let it go, and it flew off. It was pretty I could say I could add that to my resume of list of as bird tamers.
You're a regular Teddy Roosevelt sitting here, just a naturalist, just one with nature.
Well, it was ridiculous because the guy, the exterminator or whatever he was, he just had like he had a net, like an industrial sized net, which is hilarious. I got him with basically party trays, just getting it and taking it on out. He has his net. He has like a little like a cage thing that you see, like you'd trap like a raccoon or a possum in.
Yeah.
For a bird, don't understand why he couldn't find it while they were there. And the fact that he left, and then as soon as he left, I found the damn bird and took it out. Hilarious.
Oh man, too bad he wasn't there when you caught it. You could have walked by and been like, "How you like me now, bitch?"
Yeah, exactly.
And then just give him the side eye, like the stink eye, as you walk by him.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
You couldn't catch a squirrel, but I could catch a bird.
You can catch a bird. Mm-hmm. You know what they say? A bird in the hands worth 2 in the bush.
I guess. Yeah. Here. Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what they say? You get 2 in the bush. That's 1 too many.
That's true. That's true.
All right. Well, that being said, that's our 8-minute opening, and now it's time for our favorite segment of the week, which is what's hot with Krame Dog.
So, honestly, I have no idea. I'll just talk about baseball right now because I still play in the league, and your boy 3 weeks ago, 3 because we were off. So we played last week, off 1 week, and then 2 games ago. Your boy did something I haven't done since I was in the 4th grade. Bases were juiced. Hit a inside the park grand slam.
Ooh, was it legit or was it like a little league grand slam?
No, so I laced the ball between first base, second base, left-handed, pulled it that way on a line, and then how the right fielder was positioned, he never touched the ball to try to field it. Therefore, by rule, it's not an error because we saw with Michael Massey's the ball going between his legs against Chris Bubich on Monday night where that no-hitter was a return hit. Basically, the exact same thing happened to me, and the guy took the worst route possible, but not even close to getting the ball on the ground. Thing rolled all over the fence. I'm just like I haven't ran that much that for that distance in such a long time. Man, I've been moving quickly, Rocky. Like I think my speed is back at 28 years old. I can actually.
There you go.
I'm fast again. But man, I haven't hit an inside the park home run since I was in the 4th grade, which is just
look at you go. Still got it.
Yeah, apparently
got the wheels. They call you Wheels Sansone now.
They should. They should.
Yeah,
this last game, I actually legitly stole a base without the ball being dropped by the catcher or go past the catcher.
Look at you.
I'm telling you, that's what's bases. Call me Gerard Dyson for 2015.
I was about to say, call you Kramer Dyson.
Yeah.
Kramer Dyson on the base path, burn it up. Willie Mays Hayes.
Yeah, except for I don't hit like shit.
No, that's good. I'm glad you don't hit like shit. So you're more like what was that, like 2003 Carlos Beltran or whatever it was, whatever that year he was. He almost went 40-40.
Oh, for the Royals? I think that was 03.
Yeah, and then he got traded to the Mets, and then all he needed was like one home run over the next like 3 weeks, and he couldn't get it to get 40-40.
It was the Astros.
Yeah, the Astros. That's right, and that's what you get for joining a team of cheaters.
Yep. And then he was the ringleader back then when they were cheating too. So come on now.
Yeah, that's what you get, Carlos. That's
Poetic
what you
justice.
get. Yeah. Oh, that's a great Kendrick Lamar song, by the way.
Amen.
Also a great movie. I mean, anytime you say poetic justice, there's so many good cultural references to it. We should say poetic justice much more in our daily lives and on this show.
All right, I'll work it into my country radio show tomorrow.
Yeah. All right, say it. Yeah, work it in your country radio show, because nobody who listens to that channel has ever watched that movie or knows the Kendrick Lamar reference.
Hey, we got it. We got the Not Like Us beat playing when we talk, so I'm hoping they know some sort of Kendrick.
Oh, that's cool. There you go. It's like that you say poetic justice. Like, is that a Reba song? Is that by Reba? I think that's by. That sounds like something Reba would sing.
Is this something Willie smokes?
Yeah, well, Willie's on that poetic justice.
Yeah, he is. As he should be. Shout out Willie Nelson.
Shout out Willie Nelson. I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was dead. And then I saw him
upper 90s, I think.
Yeah, I saw him smoking a joint on Twitter the other day, and I was like, oh, good to see that Willie Nelson's still Willie Nelson, and he's still doing him. Speaking of Twitter, I am like this close to being off of Twitter. Or at least taking a very long extended absence from Twitter, and for one reason only, something that happened this past week that was mind-blowing to me, that I literally logged in, and at the top of my feed was an advertisement, and it was two images, and one was like the libertarian, like, don't tread on me snake, and the other one was like somebody like chopping the head off of that don't tread on me snake. And then it said my political views were, which was the libertarian snake, versus my political views now, which is chopping off the head of the snake. Which I'm like, okay, so you're like anti-libertarian views or whatever. I was like, who the F is this guy, and why is it on my timeline? And so I clicked on the profile it's attached to, and the very first post on that profile said we got to get, says something to the effect of like black people are cockroaches, white power, like white people are beautiful, blah 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 blah. And I was like, so I immediately reported the advertisement and messaged Twitter, and I was like, I'd really appreciate it if you didn't put white supremacists and white nationalist Nazi propaganda on my timeline as an advertisement. Maybe vet the mofos a little bit closer before you start putting literal Nazis on my Twitter feed. And so I was like, all right, this was like 8 a.m. on Wednesday, like last.
You don't need to wake up to that type of
shit. Who the fuck has time to wake up at 8 a.m. and deal with goddamn fucking Nazis on their timeline? I don't
get it.
I got more important shit to do than to deal with people who are so brain dead and stupid that they can't see past the melanin in somebody's skin to think that has anything to do with who they are as a person whatsoever. Like, literally, if you judge somebody because of who they fuck, what color skin they have, or how they identify themselves, that you got too much goddamn time on your hands, and I got no time for you whatsoever. Like, just sweet Jesus, just let people be people and stop trying to like destroy the world for 2 goddamn seconds. Stop trying to fuck everything up, please. That's my soapbox. Sorry. Of the day. I'm not sorry because I believe every word I just said. But yeah, I got no time for Nazis on my timeline. And it's crazy that in the United States of America, that's where we're back to. That's where we're at right now. Like, people will say, oh, it's a one-off, or oh, it's this. There's an awful lot of one-offs right now, it seems like to me. Like it's crazy. And it's not just one side. Like, people are so like line in the sand, like you're either for me or against me on everything single side, that there's like no possibility of any kind of resolution on any subject whatsoever, because everybody just wants to fight each other to the death about every single little thing. And Kramer, there's so few things in the world that are actually worth fighting to the death for. like so few.
Yeah.
And it's like, so why are we so entrenched? Like, I saw a video. This is completely off track. Surprise, surprise. I saw a video by Mr. Rogers on Instagram yesterday. And it was back in the 70s. They were getting ready. So like now they're cutting PBS's budget, right? You know, like all the shows that we grew up on, which, surprise, surprise, I think that's bullshit too. Like PBS didn't become woke. That's the meme about right now. It says PBS didn't become woke. You grew up and became a bad person. Like, Arthur's always been the same. Miss Frizzle's always been the same on Magic School Bus. Like, I guarantee you, if Miss Frizzle was alive in real life and I showed up at her school, she'd be taking all those migrant kids, shoving them in the Magic School Bus, drinking that shit down and shoving it in the janitor's ear until the motherfuckers left. Like that's what would happen with Miss Frizzle, and she's always been that way. Like if PBS has always been that. And this was a video from like the 70s when Mr. Rogers was much younger, and they were talking about cutting the budget to PBS, and he was speaking before Congress, and he gave this really heartfelt message about how he like works with kids and how he believes in PBS's message. And he sang a song from his show for the senator. And one of the senators, I don't know who the guy was, who was like one of the starchest like people, the proponents of cutting the budget, said at the end of it goes, well, Mr. Rogers, looks like you just got the $2 million back.
Wow.
And because back then, even if you disagreed with somebody, you weren't so deeply entrenched in being right that you wanted what you thought was best, right? And so you fought for what you thought was best, but you were also open to having your mind changed, right? To like if you go into a situation thinking that I cannot possibly have my mind changed on anything, then there's never going to be a resolution on anything, because you never meet anybody in the middle whatsoever. And I feel like we're living in like a dystopian movie at this point, Kramer. And I feel like maybe this is what's going to finally get us kicked off the air.
I just stay away from social media. Like I did last 2 weeks. Like it was nice. If you need a break, take a break. There's nothing tying you down to be on it. So get off of it.
It's the off season. There is nothing tying me down to be on it. And I have been off of it a lot more than I have ever been recently. So if you don't see me post as much Chiefs content on Twitter recently, it's because I am taking a break from that goddamn dumpster fire for a while, for my own mental health. That all being said, we don't have any 5-star reviews this week. Boo! Like, guys, come on. Like literally, if you disagree with my entire rant that I just had right here, if you're the guy who paid for that,
no, we don't want that person to leave a 5-star review.
Guess what? If you leave a 5-star review, fuck you. I'm not reading it. I'm not reading it. But if you're anybody else, we'll read whatever you have to say, whatever you have to write, as long as you're not a Nazi. That's the number one rule. That's our only rule.
Can't be a Nazi.
You can't be a Nazi. We will not read your 5-star review if you're a Nazi.
Or Kanye West.
Yeah, or Kanye West. Also, okay, here, let's argue. Okay. Kanye West's wife is not that hot.
What she does is hot, but she's not hot, if that makes sense.
Yeah, right. Like
is that probably fair to say?
That's probably fair to say. Like I saw her in that bikini bottom and like that net top or whatever that was going around on social media when they were like in Spain or whatever. And she's got like the flattest ass in the world. And,
yeah, she does. She does. I'm glad you said it, because that's
she has mom tits. I'm like let's be honest. Like if we're gonna run around dressed like that, then we're gonna make comments on whether or not like
she was just wearing fishnets, and I thought they broke up.
Oh, did they? I don't know. I
I think
literally
they broke up like months ago, and I saw that, and I'm like, oh, whoa.
Kanye falls into like the maybe a Nazi
Oh,
peripheral for me. So I'm kind of
he's
like
already quoted saying that he loves that German leader.
yeah. So
I refuse to say his name.
yeah. I'm off the Kanye tip for the foreseeable future. So
Yeah, unless I'm off the yay. Once Kanye comes back, then that because this is all yay. This is yay.
yeah, it's all yay. Like
It's his split. He has split personalities. I allegedly, I want to say that because just in case he tries to come get me. I think he has a split personality disorder.
yeah, regardless, he has mental health issues. That's like that. Like that's clear. Like
Yeah.
it's like you can clearly say like here's the thing is 99% of the people in the world have mental health issues, whether or not they're addressing them or not.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, Kramer,
this is mental health awareness month too.
This is mental health awareness month. And guys, like don't like there's no stigma to mental health awareness. Like I struggled my entire life with anxiety, depression, and ADD. Like I've had some really, really dark times in my life where I didn't think I was gonna even make it out of those, out of the pit I was in. Like I was like you think about the most severe outcomes, and I've been there to where that seemed like the most logical and easiest solution, and it's not. And there is help out there, and
Yes.
asking for help. Like here's the thing is asking for help and talking to somebody is not giving up, and it's not weakness. Asking
Amen.
for help is by definition refusing to give up. It's saying I'm not going to give up. I'm going to fight this. I know this isn't right. I know I shouldn't feel this way. I don't want to feel this way. And I'm going to do everything I have to do so I don't feel this way. And the catalyst for me was my children, right? Like when I became a father, I said, I can't raise kids and be the dad that they deserve me to be while also feeling this way. And I didn't want to accept to myself that I needed help, right? Like that I needed the help that I needed, and that I had the trauma like that I grew up with. And I didn't want to face it. I didn't want to look it back in the eye. It was terrifying, to be honest. But the only way that I was going to do it and have the bravery to be able to face the stuff that I was trying to hide from inside of myself that was hurting me was because I knew that I had to do it for my kids. Like my kids were the only person in the world that I would do it for. Mm-hmm. Right. And so mental health awareness month, we weren't even planning on talking about this, but it's super important. If you need to talk to somebody, there are resources out there. Like I literally got online and just started Googling people in my neighborhood, in my area that took my insurance or took Medicaid or took whatever you have. And there are resources out there. You can find somebody to talk to.
Yeah, definitely.
So find somebody to talk to if you need to talk to somebody.
Especially if you're in the Kansas City area, afsp.org.
There we go, baby. afsp.org.
Yep.
All right. That being said, speaking of somebody who probably needs professional help, it's we got to do a piece from our poet laureate, Mr. Larry Quinn. And I only say that because he's just crazy enough to be one of us, Kramer. He's a Veach through and through. And
yes,
every Veach has a little bit something wrong with them. If you're listening to this podcast, you got something a little bit wrong with you.
But we love you.
But we love you, and we accept
you're one of us.
For you. You're one of us. One of us. Yeah. Like there was that in Wolf of Wall Street when he's like like that. Yeah. That one of us. That you're one of us. So Mr. Quinn, you are one of us, and we have this beautiful, beautiful poem that you've written for us today that we are going to perform.
I have yet to I've read it once, but it's been a couple of weeks, and I have yet to read it again. So bear with me here.
Full disclosure, I have not read this yet.
You haven't?
I have not, because I was taking a Twitter break when he sent it over to us.
Okay.
All right. So here we go.
All right.
So if this is about Nazis, Larry, I'm really mad at you. Don't make this about Nazis. Not you, Larry. Not you, man. Not you, Larry. All right.
It's going to be
You
about
ready?
something. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, I love the title already. All right. It's titled The Foot Fetishist and the Tight End by Mr. Larry Quinn. At the AFC stage where legends play, the Ravens hosted the Chiefs on a chilly day. Crowds were roaring. The stakes were high when something strange caught Kelsey's eye.
Justin Tucker, the kicker so bold, with a golden foot and nerves ice cold, was stretching wide on the sideline grass, eyes locked in on Mahomes at heat pass.
Yo, JT, said Kelsey. What's the plan? You staring too long at our QB, man. Tucker just grinned and wiggled his shoe. I just admire what Mahomes can do.
But Kelsey, sharp, was having none. He stepped in close. Game's not begun. Keep your eyes on the uprights, bro. Not on Pat's cleats. Now go, go, go.
With swagger and charm, Kelsey drew the line, protecting his teammate like it was closing time. The ref gave a nod. The fans gave a jeer, and Tucker backed off with a sheepish leer.
Mahomes threw bombs. The Chiefs took flight. Their brotherhood strong, their morals tight. And though Tucker would pull it out at the Monsieur, allegedly, he knew to keep it in his pants while staring at Mahomes' caboose.
It's beach season, baby. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. F Justin Tucker. Creep.
Oh boy.
What a creep.
That's amazing. That boy Larry.
Another banger, Larry.
If you want to aspire to be a Pote Larry like our boy Larry Quinn, just DM us on the old X or however you get a hold of us, and we will read it. And of course, if you send us something, we have to say it on the show.
We have to say it on the show. And if you want to just like if it's something that you don't think that we could do justice to, like if you just want to like drop us like 15 bars of you freestyling.
Ooh, yeah.
If we like it, we'll play it. We'll play it if it's
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. We'll play it no matter what. So go ahead and send us some stuff.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Even if it's shit, we'll play it. like.
Just make sure it's classy. Make sure it's classy.
Yeah. You want to draw pictures of us like muscle-bound romance novel guys, in each other's embrace? We'll show it on the air.
Didn't we get one of those? But it wasn't from Larry. It's somebody else. We got like a. It might have been Larry. I think Larry was the guy. Larry's the guy. Larry's the guy.
Larry's the guy. And God damn it, we love Larry.
He's a goddamn killing machine.
Larry is our guy. Larry's not just a guy. He's our guy. And we always need a guy. All right, let's talk a little bit of Chiefs stuff before we run out of time today.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. So PFF came out with their top quarterback rankings.
Oh boy,
this past week.
Mahomes, what? It's got to be number one, right? It's got to be, or is it Hurts?
Yeah, he's middle of the pack. No, he's Hurts. Like, come on, Hurts is a rental car company, not a number one quarterback. Oh, Super Bowl champion. That makes him the best quarterback in the league.
Just this past year, yeah.
No, like they had the best pass rush in the league. Sure,
yeah, they did.
You would say that you're the best offensive line in the league. Sure, but best quarterback in the league. Get the F out of here. Get back down to Patty's Pub where you belong, Frank.
Hey, I like laugh at Patty's Pub.
You literally have the reading comprehension of Charlie if you think that Patrick Mahomes is not the best quarterback in the league.
Sorry, side note. Have you ever seen Abbott Elementary?
Yeah. Have you seen the crossover episode?
Yeah, dude. Oh, man. But I know how to read this entire time.
Frank burying batteries in the garden.
Oh man, it's so good, so good. Good show.
Speaking of which, I texted this to you. This is also It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia related. I was building Legos the other day, and I made a replica of the glory hole.
You did
out of Legos, yeah, and I texted that to you. So
and out of Legos too, which was very impressive.
It's out of Legos, yeah, and it is at the appropriate height for it to be plausible.
So I don't know if I should even say this, but yeah, I can say this. So I, whenever Legoland was at Union Station, They had like an exhibit type thing where you can create stuff at the time. I built something, and then I hid it underneath the stack of pile of like Legos you can have. I built something and hid it underneath there, hoping somebody would find it. And it was a plant of some essence that is legal in in Missouri.
Nice.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say it was a dick.
No, that's ridiculous. At least it looks like at least
children, Kramer.
At least if they at least when they can like brush the Lego pieces away, it just looks like a green flower.
Yeah. Speaking of which, in my youth, me and some of my buddies may have had like you have like weddings you go to when you're in your 20s.
Oh, trust me, bro. I'm in one in a couple weeks.
Yeah, right. And you're still kind of like when you're early 20s, when you have like your friends who got married like before they even graduated college, like those friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you're like a bro, and you're like, okay, I'm at this party, I'm drinking, I'm having a good time. There's a guest book, right? And maybe you and a couple of your buddies think it's a good idea that start a tradition where every single time you go to one of your friends' weddings, you draw a little penis on one of the pages of the guest book.
No.
Right.
That's
so
terrible.
Maybe you have a lot of friends and you go to a lot of weddings over the years because you get older and you grow up.
Right.
And it's been a thing for a while. And then you grow out of it to an extent, right? You grow out of it, you stop doing it. But then you meet a girl that you care about very deeply when you're in your late 30s, like I did. And then you get married when you're like 39, like I did, after having basically 2 decades of weddings you've been to where you've been drawing dicks in the
boy. This sounds like you, Rocky.
And everybody's like welcome books, like and then you have to try to explain to your wife that please don't take it personal if every person who attends our wedding may or may not
draw a dick on
one of the pages. We might get so you reap what you sow. The chickens come to roost. The dicks come back to the pages. Kramer.
So now I'm terrified, Rocky, because the invitations to my wedding aren't in the mail yet, but they're about to be here soon. And if you end up showing up, because there's one coming to your address, if you do, great. If you don't, I'm not going to lose sleep. So if you can't make the trip up, don't worry, buddy. But if I see a penis drawn in my book, I'll know it's you now. The thing is, I'm going to chuckle, and I'm like, Rocky, damn it, Rocky.
So now I got 2 options here, Kramer. It's
okay.
Really have to lean into it and make it extra angry and girthy and veiny looking.
Angry looking.
Yeah, I gotta draw like a 6-pack on the shaft and give it beefy arms coming off of it, holding like a Rambo machine gun with like a stogie coming out of the tip,
with like the puff.
Yeah, like a puff, right? Or make it like just full like.
Hey, what's this? Why'd someone draw a smokestack on my?
Yeah, exactly. Or I shift and I draw a vajayjay, and then you're like, who drew a vagina in my guest book? And that wouldn't be Rocky. Rocky only draws penises. And then you're like, oh, was it Rocky? Did he change the game?
Must have been his wife.
Yeah, must have been his wife. And then I could say, no, that's just like a bird or something. I could say, oh no, I was drawing muscles because that's my favorite hors d'oeuvre at weddings. Or
oh my. Veach season, baby.
Veach season, baby. Anyway, so Patrick Mahomes is the number 1 quarterback according to PFF.
Good, bravo.
Joe Burrow is number 2. Lamar Jackson is number 3. And Josh Allen's number 4, and Jalen Hurts is number 5. What do you think about those rankings?
I actually think that's actually a good, solid ranking to him. I do. I like Joe Burrow at 2. Lamar Jackson and him could flip because of just how the dual threat ability Lamar Jackson has. And then I think Josh Allen's good where he's at. Same with Jalen Hurts.
I keep Jalen Hurts where he's at. I flip Joe Burrow and Josh Allen, I think.
Really?
I think I have Josh Allen number 2, Lamar Jackson number 3. I might have Lamar Jackson number 2 just because
he's so good. There's so much you can do with him.
There's nobody in the league who is the type of weapon that he is. Like he's not as good of a quarterback as Patrick Mahomes, but he's he's a more dangerous weapon on a single play basis.
And if Harbaugh would just let him do what he does, I would think the Ravens would be a Super Bowl champion already. But that's just me.
Let Lamar cook.
Yeah, let him cook.
Let him cook.
Stop handing it to the old short quads, Derrick Henry.
Yeah. Old leg day skipping. Oh, skipping leg day.
Gosh,
old ass Derrick Henry.
You know who doesn't skip leg day?
Ashton Genty.
Oh, man.
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon, you're right. Hey, cover athlete of Madden.
Yeah, well, he earned it.
Yeah, he did.
He literally reversed lateraled a human being at full speed.
Pretty sick.
So, yeah, pretty sick. Andy Reid, Mina Kimes named Andy Reid the number 1 head coach in the league. There's no surprise there. I don't honestly think that at this point, like when Bill Belichick was winning Super Bowls, like there was always the argument between like Andy Reid, Bill Belichick, and that sort of stuff.
Sure.
But I think that like now, like the divide between Andy Reid and all the other coaches in the league, it's so great. It's just such a gap that it's like not even a question anymore. To the point where on her podcast when she was talking about this, they were like, obviously, Andy Reid's number 1. He's the best coach in the league. And then they immediately like went past him. They're like, but let's talk about Dan Campbell for 45 minutes. You know what I mean? Right. And so because it's just such a given now.
Who's number 2 on that list?
I can't remember. I just remember that Andy was number 1.
Because if it's not McConnell, the Vikings head coach, is it McConnell?
Mike McConnell. Yeah.
That dude's so good. Like that guy, he's
awesome.
Damn good head coach. If it's not Andy, I'd say it has to be him. But Andy at number 1, that's clear favorite.
When Andy retires, I would like to see the Chiefs try to land him and
McConnell.
Try to make a trade, work a trade out or something.
Gosh, I would hate that, but in a good way. Like that makes sense.
Yeah. Trip McDuffie landed on PFF's 25 under 25 list as well.
He's not even 25 yet.
No. Trip
That's
McDuffie
insane. Lock this man up. Lock this man up.
He is a young man.
Why is he not?
He is 24 years old. He will turn 25 on September 13th.
Why is he not locked up?
Because he will be. They just
to a different team.
No, they got time.
Dude, no. If they had time, they would already gotten Trey Smith's deal done. They would have already worked on talks with Trip McDuffie. Like what are we dragging our feet for? What's the holdup?
Maybe we're not. It's just you have 3 high-profile players you have to get done, and you have to talk through all of them. And you just now got your draft class signed.
Good, but still,
now that your draft class is signed, you can move on to other off-season.
But the money for your draft guys doesn't counter affect what you're supposed to come with your guys already. Like it's 2 different pools of money.
It is to an extent, but it's not 2 separate hours in the day of time of working out hours that you have in a day to actually do stuff.
I also want to make good my guys that have already on this team that already have factored in winning Super Bowls, locking down people, making sure people don't even get to my quarterback. Like I want to make sure those guys that I fully trust, want them on my team. I want to make sure they're here. And like as I am today, I'm deeply concerned that that's not what the future is going to look like.
They have them locked up through next year.
Yeah, but what about after that? Like Trey Smith's gone after this year.
No, they have him locked up through next year. This isn't his fifth year.
He's on the tag right now.
No, he's not.
Trey Smith?
Trey Smith. Let's say Trip McDuffie, yeah.
Well, yeah, no. Once you get in after Trip McDuffie, then you have to worry about him after that year. That's what I'm saying. It's just
fine. You still have time, and Trey Smith is going to get done this offseason.
You better hope. I thought it would already been done by now. Listen, that's just me.
Listen, just because your owner is getting his franchise stolen away from him little by little doesn't mean that the rest of the league is as inept as the Las Vegas Raiders are.
Oh no, I'm not worried about that. Like, heck, I don't even care who the owner is over in Las Vegas. I'm always gonna be. Apparently, I have to because the Chiefs didn't hold up their end of the bargain. I was gonna be a Chiefs fan at the end of the season if they would have won. You know this. So we had that agreement.
I'm still so angry about it.
And I'm actually sour about it because I kind of was – Chiefs Kingdom was welcoming me in. It was. But apparently Patrick Mahomes did not want me to become a Chiefs fan.
Apparently Patrick Mahomes hates your guts.
You know what's crazy? I'm about to because time of this recording, I'll be at Arrowhead. I'll be descending once again, rappelling off Arrowhead by by the time this thing gets posted.
You're a true American hero.
I'll slap a Raiders sticker up there somewhere.
Don't you dare!
I joke. I don't have a Raiders sticker.
Good. I mean, not that it would stick to Arrowhead anyway. Like the holiness of the stadium would just slough it off. Like the stickiness would just dissolve underneath the weight of the glory. And
no, with how AI is, I'm probably being watched right now since I said something.
Yeah, like you're already on a watch list. Like Brett Veach is literally watching us record this.
Wait, he's tapped in right here, no matter what. Always.
Yeah. He's like, don't you dare, goddamn Kramer. What did I tell you about your average stickers on the effing side of the stadium? Not again. All right. Louis Riddick also said that a little bit more news here. We'll go through a couple of things. Louis Riddick compared Brashad Smith to Alvin Kamara and called him an Alvin Kamara clone this week.
Interesting.
What's your take on that?
I wouldn't say that, but he does have the explosiveness and able to, I guess, find the hole. I'm more concerned about what that speed can translate to the league. But I could see the comp. I could see it just a little bit. I'm not sure if I'm fully diving into the fact that it is Alvin Kamara light, but it's just a take.
If he's Alvin Kamara, that's the best possible situation for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
But I think it's also a situation like you see a running back that has receiving ability, and you're like, oh, he's like Alvin Kamara. The same way that anytime there's a wide receiver who can also run the ball, you're like, oh, he's the next Deebo Samuel.
Yeah,
but these guys are very unique talents, and to say anybody's the next anything it's a bit of a stretch.
Kind of like some comps last year where Dylan Lobby could have been quoted being the next CMC, but that didn't translate whatsoever from what I've been watching with Dylan Lobby as in a Raiders uniform.
Nope. Did not translate at all.
They probably should give more chances. That's just me, but that coaching staff's gone, thankfully.
This is not a Raiders podcast. We do not give a goddamn about what the Raiders should or should not do with a mid-level player like Dylan Lobby.
Hey, you loved Dylan Lobby last year, but going into the draft, damn it.
Until he became
until he became
a Raider, and now I hate his guts. The same way that I wasn't on the Brashad Smith wagon but now that he's a Chief, I'm like, hey, I hope he turns out.
Now you're banging the drum.
Boom. Now I'm waiting. I'm waiting, bro. Speaking of banging the drum,
what are we banging?
Well, Rumble, the Chiefs drum line, is currently holding auditions where you can make a video and send it into them to see if you can have what it takes to join the Chiefs drum line on game days.
Yeah.
Do you have what it takes to be in the Rumble, Kramer?
So, fun fact, in elementary days, I did not want my 6th grade year did not want to go. I hated my music teacher. I hate the strong word. I strongly disliked my music teacher. She didn't like me, and I, for no odd reason, don't know why. So I decided to join band. Wasn't the percussion?
What was her name?
Miss Dunbar.
Miss Dunbar. How dare you?
It was something else too. I think her name's changed at one point as well. I don't know. I just couldn't.
Miss Karen Dunbar.
Basically, and she had the Karen cut, which is funny. But so I joined the percussion group not percussion, because percussion's brass, right?
Percussion is drums.
Yeah, so I joined the percussion group doing the bells and stuff and do a little snare. I've actually I've dabbled in this market before, but that was sixth grade. After 6th grade, I retired.
Dust off the drumsticks, buddy.
I do. I love Rock Band, and I was the drummer in Rock Band sometime we'd group up.
Listen, as a child, my life ambition was to be a drummer when I was
really.
And I used to I told my mom and my dad for months. I said, I was probably like 6 years old, 7 years old. I was like, I'm born to be a drummer. I want a drum set. I need to drum. This is my passion, is to be a drummer. And my mom was like, no, that's too loud. I'm not buying you drums. And I was like, I need a drum set, please. I need a drum set. And she was like, listen, I'll make you a deal. If you take piano lessons for 6 months, practice, go to twice a week, practice every single day. If after 6 months of piano lessons, you still want to play the drums, I'll buy you a drum set. And I said, deal. I went to lessons every week, twice a week, practiced every single day for 6 months. At the end of 6 months, I said, I did it, Mom. I made it through. I'm ready. When I get my drum set, I'm ready for my drum set. She looked me in the eye and she said, you're not getting a drum set. I never thought that you would actually do it. And I was crushed.
As you should have been crushed. That's terrible.
Crushed. And to this day, in my heart, I feel like
terrible.
I'm a drummer. I have zero talent at drumming. I cannot drum. I am if I try to drum, I'm terrible.
Rocky,
my soul, I'm a drummer.
You realize you can buy a drum set now, man.
I do. And like maybe my inner child
whenever your kids are old enough to move out, you're gonna get one. So Rocky in his 60s just go.
Well, so for Christmas last year, we bought my 1-year-old a drum set, and he loves his drum set. He bangs the shit out of it all the time, and I cheer him on. I'm like, yeah, bro, louder. And then he picks it up and throws it across the room, and I'm like, yeah. It's like a full size. It's like a full like 5-piece drum set too, with like bass and snare drums and everything.
Sick.
Yeah, it's like a little kid one. Yeah, and so yeah, he thrashes pretty hard. But that's also my 1-year-old that listens to like Goaty Hook and other punk rock bands in the bathtub every single night, and also listens to like Black Parade and stuff like that. So
can't say I listen to that stuff.
He's a little bit of a thrasher. He's
already going to his emo phase.
Yeah, he's already gone through his emo phase. He's already in his punk rock phase. Remember, he was listening to Butthole Surfers the other day.
That's right. You're right. I was literally trying to like remember what that thing was called.
Yeah. He was listening to Butthole Surfers in the bathtub the other day. Yeah. And so, but yeah, so my kids will not be ever saying that they weren't allowed to get a drum set because we embrace the chaos in my house. It's very chaotic, but hey, if the kids want to take the cushions off the couch and do backflips on top of them onto the floor, I'd much rather have them do.
Hell yeah, brother!
I'd much rather have them do that than sitting in front of a television screen,
or have the television screen going while doing the front flips and back flips and kill two birds with one stone.
But
you're using both lobes of your brain.
Yeah, every night just devolves into like a chaotic all boy house, like wrestling match,
like WWE
fest. Yep, every single night, and I love it. Like it's like WWE with toy swords.
When are you going to let them watch
Nerf guns? What?
When are you going to let them watch wrestling?
Oh, see, I know that's a slippery slope, especially for the youngest one, because I think that he's going to actually end up being a WWE wrestler someday.
Sick! I can't wait to be his manager. Cannot wait.
Because he is such a psychopath. Like I'll be like, "Hey, man, good morning. Give me a kiss," and he'll give me a headbutt, like not like a little headbutt, like a full on, like boom, like headbutt in the forehead.
It's like what my cats do.
Yeah, like he's like a full on head. He'll like laugh and like run away. Like he is like completely psychopathic.
He can start letting him watch because I'm assuming how tall are you? I'm not shaming anything, but I like luchador wise.
He's
the next El Grande Americano.
Yeah, basically he's about that high. He's like not that tall, right? He's like he'll be probably taller than me.
Let him do.
He'll be about 6 feet.
He's the diving headbutt specialist. Is what he's going to be doing.
Yeah, he's gonna be probably like a Rey Mysterio size, maybe taller.
Nice.
Yeah, and then of course my oldest, he's a crazy kid, but he's also more cerebral. He's too smart to end up.
He's Triple H then, the cerebral assassin.
Yeah, he could be Triple H. He could be heck, maybe they'll both grow up to be WWE wrestlers, and I'm 100% on board with this.
I need to be their manager. I would love to be their manager, dude.
Yeah,
like seriously.
I trust you with my children, Kramer.
I appreciate that, Rocky.
Yeah, I trust you with them. I trust you with their careers to do them right. And if not, Daddy's going to be coming down the hill, to, full on like riding an office chair like Stone Cold Steve Austin, slamming in, smacking my cans together to have my boys back.
You'd be like Billy Gunn with his boys over in AEW.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like 65 years old and crawling in the ring with my tennis elbow, unable to throw my right. All right, well, we're gonna get out of here soon. Chiefs signed Noah Williams though.
Welcome.
Yeah,
well, I mean, not welcome, but
4 years, a little over 6 million.
Not bad for lettuce. He's a 6th rounder.
Yeah, $1 million and some change signing bonus. So it's a nice little contract for him.
Happy for you.
Yep. Chiefs preseason schedule also came out. Chiefs play the Arizona Cardinals on August 9th at 7 p.m. And then they play on August 15th in Seattle at 9 p.m. Central Time for a preseason game, which is 10 p.m. Eastern Time for me. Kramer, I'm going to be doing a post-game show with Serta that starts at 1 a.m. my time.
Hey, at least you know you won't have to be fighting time with being with the wife and the kids because they'd be long asleep. They'll probably fall asleep by the end of the first, probably before the game. But at least you don't have to worry about that part. You can stay up as late as you want and then hang out with Steve.
The issue is that it's so late that I run the risk of my toddler waking up in the middle of the night during the podcast.
But
right.
But it's a Saturday night. Give him a little more melatonin.
Yeah, that's gonna be the thing. You have to slide a second melatonin in his nightly dose, to get him to really PTFO.
But yeah, so 7 o'clock. That's 7 o'clock start basically over there in Seattle.
Yeah, over there.
They're 2 hours behind. Well, me, so 3 hours behind you.
10 p.m. start here.
That's rough for you, bud.
For a preseason game to watch the Seattle Seahawks play against the Chiefs.
Preseason. You're gonna watch Drew Lock taking snaps for who they drafted somebody.
Listen, it's the second game. So luckily, like the first half will at least probably like the Chiefs probably played most of their starters for most of the first half, right? Because that's what they tend to do, and then third week is when they rest people, right?
Yeah.
So it'll be the game where like the Chiefs will play the most.
This is the most interesting game. Basically,
it is the most interesting game, but you're still going to get an entire half after halftime of I don't know who's the Chiefs' third string quarterback right now. Shane Buechele, is it Shane Buechele still?
I don't know, but I know the quarterback room is Jalen Milroe and Drew Lock we might be able to see them a little bit more. Jalen Milroe would be fun.
Yeah, but for the Chiefs, who's the Chiefs' third string quarterback right now? I should know this. We get to see plenty of Gardner, and then let's
fill a load. Oh, Zappy, our Oladokin.
Oh, no? Is it Bailey Zappi?
Zappy's back, I'm pretty sure. Zip on the ball, Zappy.
I'm gonna see what our lads has to say here. Bailey Zappi and Chris Oladokun. So we'll probably see about a quarter from each, right? Probably
they love Oladokun. They love that man.
Yeah, they do. Hey, I love that man. I think he's a great. If he's your emergency quarterback in your practice squad guy, he's great because he can run. Like if you're playing against the Eagles, he can run the Jalen Hurts plays, right?
Right.
There's value in having him on your team. And so, all right, and then they finish off the preseason again playing Chicago on August 22nd at 7:20 p.m. Central Time, so 8:20 p.m. kickoff here, in my time zone. So, it's preseason. We'll see what happens. But before we get out of here, one thing I want to hit up really quick with you, Kramer. I want to get your take on is
okay.
So not to be salty, but to be salty.
What happened?
I hate the Bengals. I think the Bengals.
Oh yeah, no, same. You and I both have the same opinion.
Yeah, a bunch of chili eating biatches. Anyway, their first round draft pick Shamar Stewart is currently holding out their offseason program because he doesn't like the language in his contract, and he's holding out until he gets what he wants. And this has to be the most Bengals thing ever, where the NFL devises a plan where every single first-round draft pick is essentially slotted into a value, and there's very little wiggle room in those slots. And you find a way to draft the guy who wants above slot and will not budge on certain language. I don't even know what the language is, to be honest. But the fact that he's not on the field is the most Bengals thing ever, especially when he's supposed to be replacing Trey Hendrickson, who's also not on the field.
because like he's holding out. Trey Hendrickson's holding out, right? Okay,
Yeah.
so does Shamar Stewart not realize? Like, I hate like I'll say it. He's not the best edge rusher at all, and I mean at all, especially in that Bengals they overreached on this draft pick, and now this is what's happening there. If I'm Shamar Stewart, I should be in the mindset of like I should be grateful with the fact that this money has happened because I should have been a second rounder. I should have been a late second rounder, and I'm in a mid first round guy. If I'm him, I'm taking that deal no matter what. But I have no idea what young rookies think they are or who they are. You have yet to prove anything. So why do you want to negotiate any sort of anything into my deal? Unless it's to have them build a walkway going from so they don't have to walk across the street to their practice field every single week. Like unless that's what we're talking about, then build it. Like they don't have to worry about playing Frogger across the streets. Like make sure that gets done. But this is freaking ridiculous, Rocky.
Yeah, the thing that the fact that they have to go across a crosswalk to get to their practice facility every single week is insane. It's insane, and the fact that they don't have a crossing guard.
Yeah, you think they would just pause traffic? Nope, you got to wait for the light. You got to wait till that thing goes red.
Like employ a crossing guard at least. Like
you get
like
that.
What the F are you doing? Like what are you doing? Like put a tunnel there or something. Like build a tunnel under the road, and you just go under the road and then come back up onto your practice facility.
It's stupid. It's ridiculous.
Or build one over, or have the road go underneath the ground and your players walk across. Like you're an NFL team, you have the resources to fix this problem.
But I do find it hilarious. Out of all teams, this is happening to. It's the Cincinnati Bengals, and it'd be even better if the Bills had some sort of this as well. But man, I this is just hilarious, man. It's so funny.
Well, and here's the thing: is their new defensive coordinator was quoted last week by saying our number one job is to hit the quarterback and strip the ball out of his hands to get it back in the hands of our quarterback. Okay, he's like that's the most important thing for us. And I was like, if that's the most important thing for you, then get your guys on the field because no Shamar Stewart and no Trey Hendrickson, you're not going to be doing a lot of anything. When it comes to stripping the ball from the quarterback, and
that defensive line is gonna be so bad.
Ah, man, they're gonna struggle in general. And here's the deal. Here's the deal with the Trey Hendrickson thing that I don't know. Too many people are talking about. I don't know if it's a fact or not, but like the Bengals are one of the more cash poor teams in the NFL.
Oh yeah,
right? They don't have notoriously they don't have a lot of cash on hand, and whenever you sign these guaranteed contracts, like you gave to Joe Burrow, to Jamar Chase, and to T. Higgins, you have to put that guaranteed money in escrow, like in an account. Like you have to have the cash to put up for that contract to guarantee it. And so it could be that Trey Hendrickson simply wants more money than the Cincinnati Bengals ownership has cash on hand.
But he deserves it.
He does. But if you remember back when the Browns were trying to sign that train wreck of a contract for Deshaun Watson, Jimmy Haslam had to postpone, they had to put off the trade for a couple of days and the contract for a couple of days because he had to liquefy some assets so that he had enough cash on hand to put up the guaranteed money for the contract.
That's funny. That makes that contract even more funny to think about now.
Exactly. And so maybe that's the same situation for the Bengals at this point, right? And if that's the case, that your ownership is too cash poor to put up the cash on hand to sign your players, that's a sign that maybe you need new ownership.
Yeah. Sell the team.
Sell the team at that point.
Sell the team.
Yep. All right, Kramer, got anything before we get out of here today?
Yeah, so is Bill Belichick okay?
No, he's old and he's clinging to life. I mean, here's the deal. Yes and no. Yes and no.
He's living it up right now. Good bravo for him for getting a sugar baby. Bravo.
Here's the deal. Is
Bill happy? That's all that matters. You think he's happy? I think he's happy.
I'm going to reply by quoting the great poet Dylan Thomas.
Okay.
Who said, do not like as you grow. Basically, he wrote this poem about like growing older and just giving up on life. And he said, "Do not go willingly into the night. Rage against the dying of the light." Right? Rage against the dying of the light, which basically is saying like, don't go quietly. Fight for every piece of life that you have out there. And that's what Bill's doing. Bill's saying, listen, like if I can get this biddy, I'm gonna go for this biddy. And if she only wants me because of my money and who I am, like, okay, that's fine because I got money and I am who I am. Right?
Yeah,
like she doesn't have like at his age, she doesn't have to like you for you. She can like you for your money, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
At that point, it's like, oh, she really likes you for your money. Sure, cool.
She also
I'm glad I have money then.
She has to somewhat like him though in order to keep up with this. So it's like I'm over it. I think the media is blowing out of proportion. Bill, keep doing you, man.
Bill, do you, bro? Like I 100% support you. 100%. Like go.
She's just a controlling Gen Z. That's what Gen Z women do. That's I as a Gen Zer, I see it. I mean, thankfully, Caitlin's not controlling like that, but still, I mean, good for him.
The differences between her and my own wife are minimal. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like she treats Bill like my wife treats me.
Yeah. So I don't see what the big deal is. Like I think Bill's fine. Yeah. I think he is.
Yeah. Bill's fine. Bill's living his best life.
Shout out you, Bill. Keep
like
doing
we said earlier in the episode, like who the fuck cares? It's not your life.
Exactly.
It's not your life. Why do you care?
The people who are talking about it is just jealous they can't have her.
Yeah, they're just jealous they can't have it. You got to wake
Bill's just doing this.
Yeah. Oh, Bill's making it slap. Bill's making it slap like Brett Veach in New Orleans.
Yeah, he does. Oh, yeah. Man.
All right. I'm Rocky Magaña. He's Kramer Sansone. Be good to each other. Thank you for the privilege of your time. We will be back next week, baby. Veach season. Love you guys.